Hey everyone, Xtrendence here, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a channel art, specifically the one on my channel right now. So first of all, you want to open up Photoshop and make a new image. Make it 2560 pixels by 1440. Yeah. Okay, once you've done that, you're gonna set a gradient as your background. I made a custom gold one. It's pretty easy to make. It should be self-explanatory and it's fairly simple. Once you make the gradient, double click on the layer and use another gradient overlay to make it look better. I set the angle at minus 37 degrees and it looks good. Also, you will need a font called Coalition, which I will link in the description below, and a texture that you can find on Google Images. Let me just show you. So as you can see, there's a lot of gold textures. This is the one I used. There's another better quality right here. It's 1000 by 1000. It's much better. You can just download this and drop it right. So you will need to grab all of your files except the font and my actual channel art and drop it into Photoshop. So first of all, you are going to put the texture under that layer. So you copy it, you make a new layer, you drag it down beneath layer 1 and then paste. And then you will need to drag this to the left, but first you need to set rulers to know where the center of your image is. It'll like snap into place. If the size is the same, it should be close to 9 inches. Once you make that, put this to the left, and then you want to duplicate the layer by right clicking, duplicate layer, okay. So now you're gonna press Command T, flip horizontal, and there we go. So right now, if you bring this, those will be underneath this layer. You will need the type mask tool and the coalition font. You're gonna hold caps or shift and you're gonna type your channel name. So I believe I chose a size of 140 because it's big enough and it's good. Fits on the screen. And you're going to drag this to the center. I made a mistake here, but you're going to use the selection tool. There we go. It'll snap right into place. And you're going to use, you're going to set it a little up. And then you're going to press delete. So as you can see, the texture below it can be seen through the deletion of this type mask tool. So here I'm going to drag my own channel art, just to use as an example. Okay, so I'll need to put all my social media stuff underneath my name. So first of all, I'm going to take out this part, the camera part in the Instagram icon. And the small camera on top. And I will need to fill out this layer. So I'm gonna select it and then use the fill tool by pressing F5, shift on F5, and I'm gonna press OK. And again. Now as you can see, there are some lines. You can tell that it's like being photoshopped, so you use the spot healing brush tool to hide those spots to make it look more natural. So just drag it around, try to create like curves. There we go. So right now I will need to delete the rainbows off of this side. What I'm gonna do is use either my magic wand tool or my selection tool. You're gonna delete all of these gaps little by little, but don't delete the brown part of the actual Instagram logo. Overwritten. Okay, once you've done this, you need to delete the rainbow. I made a tiny mistake here. I selected the whole thing, but you shouldn't delete the whole thing. I'll revert it in a second, just ignore this part. You just want to make sure to isolate these and remove any colors. Now we'll take a right chunk, the right corner of the Instagram icon, copy it, paste it, Command T, flip horizontal, and snap it right into place. Press enter, and we're gonna manually delete those to reveal the, I'm gonna delete this black line here, just little by little. Now this is a little risky, so if you want to do it a better way, you can just select it like this. You can make the other layer invisible, like so. And then you can select this one, select these, doesn't matter where you select as long as you do. Go back on that layer, but don't press delete because it'll delete like the whole part. So just get your eraser, manually delete it little by little. But don't worry too much about leaving some color in because the icon will be like resized, so you'll barely even notice. Okay, so as you can see here, I'm almost done with this. Doesn't matter if you get a little of the top too. Okay, so now we're gonna copy this whole thing after we've taken care of the bottom part. As you can see in my original thing, there's just a camera circle and the top part. So we'll need to delete the bottom part, like so. And merge these down so you can select both of them at once. And once you do that, press delete. There you go. And now we need to use the eclipse tool. But first we need to find the center of the image, where the camera icon originally was. And we do this because if you delete around the camera, it'll be all pixelated and it won't look good. So you're going to do this. You're going to find the center. You're going to use your eclipse tool. And while holding the shift button, you're going to drag out so it'll be a perfect circle like so. You're going to leave it around here. And yeah, the color doesn't matter at all. Just press enter. Select the whole thing with Command A. Okay, so you want to rasterize the layer, you want to merge it down, you want to select the whole thing with Command A, copy it, paste it on your channel art, and there you have it. Now you want to press Command T and resize it holding Shift. I'm going to drop it right there. A little more to the top would look better. Just a little to the top. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now you're gonna make all the layers invisible except this one, and then you're gonna use your magic wand tool to select everything, and then select inverse to only select the Instagram icon. And then you're gonna make the layers visible again. You're gonna select the first layer, you're gonna press delete. So now if you delete the third layer, you're gonna see your Instagram logo all gold and shiny. Okay, so now we're gonna edit another social media app icon, which would be Facebook. So you're gonna use your either magic wand tool or your selection tool. Yeah, there we go. And you're gonna cut out the F. Now deselect, again Command A, Command C, Command V, make the rulers visible, Command T, press enter so you can make the rulers visible. Here we go. And now you're going to make rulers where the Instagram icon ends and begins, so that you know what size the Facebook icon has to be, and all your other icons. So you put it along the line, it'll snap into place, and just resize it until it's the same size as your Instagram logo. Press enter. Then you're going to make all the layers invisible again. Use your magic wand tool, select everything, select inverse. Then you're going to set it to subtract and take out the F from the selection. And there we go. You're going to go on your first layer, press delete. Delete the third layer, and there we go. So if you make the texture visible, you can see your Facebook icon is there too. Now it's PSN's time, but PSN is really hard to edit. I don't know why, it's just a pain in the ass. But first let's do Twitch, which is much easier. Just resize it straight to a minimum. Right there. Use your magic wand. After making all the other layers invisible, select everything and then select inverse. And there we go. And you're going to take out the middle part like so. Then you're going to make the first layer visible and you're going to select it and press delete. And delete the third layer. And there we go. Now make the textures visible, just to check to see everything is right. There we go. Now it's PSN's time. So for PSN, first of all, you want to delete the PlayStation Network sign here. So you have a little more workspace because you're going to need it. You're going to delete the SN. With your selection tool, you're going to select the lighter areas and outermost areas of the thing. Just the O, triangle, X, and square. Like so. And don't worry if you get some of the other parts into, you can just delete it later. And the good thing about this is that since the image is getting resized to such a small icon, you can't really tell if it's pixelated or not unless you zoom in on it. So it doesn't matter if you get some parts wrong. So you're gonna copy it, paste it here. Press Command T, drag it out here. But you won't take the square because it'll select the whole thing. So you're gonna use your eraser to fix some of this. See, it doesn't matter if you delete a little of the actual thing too, because no one will be able to tell. There you go. Delete these. Now for the circle, you'll need your selection tool again to take out the center of it. Like so. Just take the, yep. There we go. Now use your eraser to fix some of that again. Give it a little more circular path. Now, as you can see, there's some leftover, like unerased parts. You're gonna just use your eraser to take care of that. Okay. So, right here I'm making a layer just to put a color overlay so I can see if I forgot to delete anything, like from the leftovers. You don't really need to do that. Okay. So we're just gonna keep erasing these, we wanna make the shape kind of like 3D, but we don't want the, we just want the, okay, we're just gonna keep deleting these. As you can see, fixing the shape a little. There we go. And it doesn't matter if it's pixelated because it's gonna get resized, so it's gonna be fixed. But now we need to get the square. So get your selection tool, try to select the square. As you can see here, I made a mistake by not changing the layer, but it doesn't matter. Select it. Now keep in mind, you have to select the whole square, but it doesn't matter if you select some of the other parts of the icon too, as long as you get the whole square, because you can fix the rest. So as you can see, I got a little of the little round ball in the middle of this icon too. So we're going to be deleting that. As soon as you copy it and paste it, press Command T, drag it out here, press enter. Okay, so you're going to use your eraser to delete this whole thing. Hold shift and click, shift, click, shift, click, shift, click. There we go. So you're going to delete this. I'll shift click. Now you're going to use your selection tool again for the middle part. You're going to select it, press delete, press deselect, use your eraser to fix some of that. Yeah. As you can see, there's a little more leftovers. We're going to take care of that. There we go. So now we're going to move this whole thing back into its original spot. It'll snap right in. Press enter, take the other one, take it back, it'll snap into place, press enter. Now, you're going to merge these together, and now drag them off. So they're the exact same size as the original logo, and as you can see, you're going to copy this, paste it here, resize it, and as you can see, the pixelation goes away once you zoom out, so it doesn't matter. Press enter. Once you feel the size is good enough, maybe a little down, yeah. Okay, press enter, and there we go. Do the same thing as the other ones. Deselect, make all the other layers invisible. Use your magic wand. Select inverse, put it on subtract, take out the triangle, square, and circle inner parts. Then you're gonna go to layer 1, you're gonna delete it, and go to layer 3, delete the whole layer, and there we go. So now we're gonna close the icons that we already did to make the workspace a little more clean. So right now we're down to Twitter and Skype. So we're gonna choose Twitter, copy, paste, Command T, drag it all the way down. Press enter. Make all the layers invisible. Use your magic wand, select inverse, make the layer 1 visible, press delete on layer 1, delete layer 3, there we go. So now we're gonna go to Skype. So right here I make a little tiny mistake. I really copied this for no reason. Just ignore this part. I didn't want to cut it out. I basically did this for no reason. You don't do it. Because halfway through I realized that you need to edit it on the actual big size Skype icon. Otherwise it'll be bad. So right now you're going to use your select tool. There we go. Subtract the S. And we're going to copy this. Paste it here. Command T. Resize. So as you can see, I copied the other Skype icon for no reason. I really didn't need to. But yeah. You drag this down. Press enter. Now I delete the other Skype icon if you made it, and move this a little to the left. There we go. Do the same thing you did with the other icons. Make sure to subtract the S. If not, you can use your selection tool to make this a lot easier. As you can see, you just go to your quick selection tool and you can just drag it around there. There you go. Now you make the layer 1 visible, you select it, and you press delete. And there we go, delete the layer 4. There you have it. Now you make these visible. Now we need the text. And as you can see in my original channel art, we also have drop shadows, which I will make right now. I might change the angle to something like, I don't know, like 80, I don't know, 150, something like that. Yes, that looks pretty good. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to use the type mask tool again on coalition. Make the size a lot smaller. Let's see, yeah, that looks good. Okay, so you're going to drag it to the center, it'll snap into place. Press delete. There you go. And congrats, you just made my channel art, but if you go to my original one, it took a lot more work. As you can see, it looks a lot better in my original one. All the icons are bigger, it has more detail. But yeah, that's basically how you do it. Anyways, on my next video, I'm going to be making a, how to make a logo. And right now I'm just showing you how you can change the background, and you can change the texture to anything you want. Because if you do exactly as I did, you're gonna end up with my channel art. So it's like you just, you have the exact same channel art as another YouTuber. So I don't know. So you just take this. You can change the gradient around. I'll make one right now, like a blue sort of thing. Okay, let's make a gradient. Let's go for something blue to suit the texture too. A little cyan. Blue. There we go, let's add some more. Yeah, there we go. More cyan. And let's swap the places so it's like you can see more of the blue. There we go. Okay. Change the angle. Okay. So there we go. You can create a logo just by yourself. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll leave a link with the downloads and the resources in the description. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed. And good luck.